Welcome to Death Valley, a place where the air shimmers with heat, and the very ground beneath your feet seems to radiate an otherworldly energy. Here, the landscape stretches endlessly, painted in hues of gold, white, and red, and the silence is so deep it almost echoes. The sun is relentless, beating down from a cloudless sky with a force that feels almost supernatural. It's not just hot, it's a heat that wraps around you, pressing in from all sides, making every movement a conscious effort. This is the hottest place on Earth, where stepping outside feels like entering a giant oven. The air itself seems to vibrate, and the ground can reach temperatures that could fry an egg. Every step is a reminder of nature's extremes. The landscape is surreal, vast salt flats stretch to the horizon, reflecting the blinding sun, while golden dunes rise and fall like waves frozen in time. It's a place that feels both ancient and alien, sculpted by wind and time. And then there are the mountains painted with minerals in shades of pink, green, and purple. The artist's palette is a masterpiece of geology, a reminder that even in the harshest places beauty finds a way to shine through. Here lies Badwater Basin, the lowest point in North America, sitting 282 feet below sea level. It's a place where the earth dips into itself, creating a stark, otherworldly plain that feels like the bottom of the world, a stark plain far below sea level, where the silence is profound and the scale is humbling. Standing here you feel small, just a visitor in a land shaped by forces far greater than yourself. But this beauty is unforgiving. In summer, temperatures soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 degrees Celsius, and the heat can be deadly. The air is so dry that sweat evaporates instantly, leaving you unaware of how quickly you're losing water. The environment is actively trying to take your water. Every breath, every drop of sweat counts. The ground cracks and splits, a testament to the relentless thirst of this land. Survival here is a daily battle even for the hardiest creatures. Preparation is everything. Bring supplies, respect the heat, and know your limits. Water is your lifeline, and planning ahead can mean the difference between a memorable adventure and a dangerous ordeal. Despite its name, Death Valley is alive. Resilient plants like the creosote bush and cactus cling to life, their roots reaching deep for any trace of moisture. These survivors tell a story of adaptation and endurance, and animals thrive here in ways you'd never expect. Lizards dart across scorching rocks, coyotes prowl the salt flats, and in rare years wildflowers burst into bloom, transforming the desert into a sea of color. Visiting is more than a trip, it's a lesson in resilience and respect. Every journey across this landscape is a test of your preparation, your awareness, and your willingness to embrace the unknown. Here, you witness the raw power of nature, winds that sculpt the dunes, storms that briefly bring life, and skies that stretch endlessly above. If you're ready for a true adventure, Death Valley will test you, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's a place that demands respect but offers rewards unlike anywhere else on Earth. Stand at sunrise on Zabriskie Point or gaze from Dante's View and you'll understand why people are drawn here. The awe you feel is earned, a gift from a land that reveals its wonders only to those who come prepared. Just remember, respect is your ticket to survival. In Death Valley, nature is both the challenge and the reward, and only those who honor its power will truly experience its magic. Why venture into such extremes? For the adventure. Death Valley challenges you, pushes your boundaries, and makes you feel intensely alive. The wild beauty, sunsets over sand dunes, the surreal colors of artist's palette, the crackling salt flats, must be seen to be believed. Here, solitude is profound. The silence lets you reconnect with yourself and the world. At night, the sky explodes with stars, a humbling, unforgettable sight. The valley's history, from native peoples to gold rush dreamers, adds depth to every step. Adventure, beauty, solitude, and history. This is why Death Valley calls to explorers worldwide. In Death Valley, water is your lifeline. Never forget it. Here, the sun is relentless, the air is bone dry, and the landscape is unforgiving. Every step you take, every breath you draw, your body is losing precious moisture. Water isn't just a comfort here, it's the difference between a safe adventure and a dangerous situation. The desert steals moisture fast. You can be dehydrated before you even realize you're thirsty. By the time you feel thirst, your body is already running low. The dry heat pulls sweat from your skin so quickly, it can evaporate before you even notice. Drink water constantly, at least 1 gallon or 4 liters per person per day. And even more if you're hiking, biking, or doing anything active. Don't ration your water, drink small amounts often even if you don't feel thirsty. Hydration is a continuous process, not something you can catch up on later. Always carry extra water in your car and on your person. If you're heading out for a hike or a drive, bring more than you think you'll need. Water sources are rare and unreliable in Death Valley, so plan for the unexpected, breakdowns, delays, or detours. Avoid strenuous activity during the hottest hours. When the sun is at its peak, the risk of heat exhaustion and dehydration skyrockets. Rest in shade or indoors from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Use this time to recharge, hydrate, and plan your next move. The desert rewards those who respect its rhythms. Eat foods with high water content like fruits and vegetables. These not only help keep you hydrated but also provide essential nutrients your body needs to cope with the heat. And avoid salty snacks that speed up dehydration. Balance water with electrolytes. Your body loses salts as you sweat, and replacing them is just as important as drinking water. Use powders, tablets, or sports drinks to prevent dangerous imbalances. Electrolytes help your muscles, nerves, and heart function properly, especially in extreme heat. Surviving here is about understanding your body and giving it what it needs. Listen to the signs. Fatigue, dizziness, or confusion can all be early warnings of dehydration or heat illness. Water and electrolytes aren't optional, they're your survival tools. Treat them as your most valuable gear, more important than any gadget or map. Plan ahead, drink before you're thirsty, and make hydration a habit, not an afterthought. Remind your companions too, everyone is at risk. Never underestimate the desert's thirst. The environment here is extreme and it demands respect. Even the most experienced travelers can be caught off guard. In Death Valley, hydration is your first and last line of defense. It's the key to unlocking the beauty and wonder of this place, while keeping yourself safe. Respect this rule, and you'll unlock the valley's wonders safely. With every sip, you're not just quenching your thirst, you're ensuring your adventure continues, and that you return with memories, not regrets. Packing for Death Valley is about survival, not style. Wear lightweight, loose, light-colored clothes. Long sleeves and pants protect you from sun and dehydration. A wide-brimmed hat and UV-blocking sunglasses are essential. Sturdy, closed-toe shoes protect your feet from scorching ground and rough terrain. Your day pack should always include extra water, high-energy snacks, sunscreen, a first aid kit, and navigation tools. Don't rely on your phone. Emergency gear matters. Signaling mirror, whistle, flashlight, multi-tool, and a power bank. Over-preparation is the only way to go here. Your gear is your lifeline. Pack smart, and you'll be ready for anything. In Death Valley, being prepared isn't just smart, it's survival. Every item you bring should have a purpose. The right kit turns a dangerous place into an unforgettable adventure. Timing is everything in Death Valley. Visit from November to March for milder temperatures, ideal for hiking and exploring. If you come in summer, adopt a desert schedule. Be active at dawn and dusk, rest during the brutal midday heat. Never hike in the middle of a summer day, heat stroke can strike fast. Always check the forecast, sun and ground temps can be much higher than reported. Evenings offer magical stargazing and cooler air. Plan your adventures around the sun. Work with the desert's rhythm, not against it. This approach keeps you safe and lets you experience the valley's best moments. In Death Valley, timing isn't just smart, it's essential. Your vehicle is your lifeline in Death Valley. Treat it that way. Out here, the environment is unforgiving, and the smallest oversight can quickly become a major problem. Before you even set out, take the time to thoroughly inspect your vehicle from top to bottom. Check your tires, including the spare, for proper pressure and any signs of wear or damage. Inspect all your fluids: oil, brake, transmission, and especially coolant. Make sure your cooling system is in top shape, as overheating is a common cause of breakdowns in the desert. Fill your gas tank before entering the park, ideally at the last major town. Fuel is not only scarce inside Death Valley, but it's also much more expensive. Running out of gas here can leave you stranded for hours, or even overnight. Air conditioning isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Make sure it's working well, as temperatures can soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit. A functioning AC can make the difference between a manageable trip and a dangerous situation. Pack a comprehensive emergency car kit. Include jumper cables, a flashlight with extra batteries, a multi-tool, and a first aid kit. Don't forget a tire repair kit and a portable air compressor. Bring a sturdy jack, tire sealant, and extra coolant. These items can help you handle minor breakdowns without waiting for help in the heat. Carry extra water, not just for yourself, but also for your radiator. Dehydration and overheating are real threats in this environment. Stick to paved roads unless you have a high-clearance, four-wheel drive vehicle and experience with off-road driving. Many desert tracks are rough, remote, and can quickly become impassable. If you break down, stay with your car. It provides shelter from the sun and is much easier for rescuers to spot than a person on foot. Never try to walk for help unless you are absolutely certain of your location and distance to safety. Always let someone know your planned route and expected return time, especially if you're venturing off the main roads. Cell service is unreliable, so consider carrying a paper map or GPS device. Prepare your vehicle thoroughly, and it will carry you safely through this wild and beautiful landscape. A little preparation goes a long way toward ensuring a safe and memorable adventure. In Death Valley, your car is your best friend. Don't neglect it. Treat it with care, and it will be your greatest ally in one of the harshest places on Earth. Death Valley's beauty is fragile. Explore with care. Stay on marked trails to protect delicate desert soil and ecosystems. Never drive off-road, your tracks can scar the land for decades. Pack out all trash, even food scraps. Nothing breaks down quickly here. Respect wildlife, don't feed animals, and observe from a distance. Move quietly, especially near water sources, this is their home. Before hiking, assess your fitness, tell someone your plans and carry a map. Watch for early signs of heat illness, dizziness, nausea, headache, and turn back if needed. There's no shame in cutting a hike short, safety comes first. Leave only footprints, and only on the trail. Even with preparation, emergencies can happen. Stay calm and think clearly. Heat illness is the biggest risk. Heavy sweating, dizziness, and nausea mean it's time to rest, cool down, and hydrate. If confusion or unconsciousness sets in, it's heat stroke. Call for help and cool the person immediately. For vehicle breakdowns, stay with your car. Signal for help and conserve water. Don't try to walk for help. The desert is disorienting and dangerous on foot. Mentally rehearse emergency plans with your group before you go. Your best survival tool is a calm, prepared mind. Remember, stop, think, observe, plan. Preparation and clear thinking turn emergencies into stories of resilience. In Death Valley, your mindset is as important as your gear. Stay alert, stay calm, and you'll get through anything. Surviving Death Valley is about more than just safety, it's about discovery. Preparation frees you to appreciate the subtle beauty, shifting light, resilient wildflowers, and profound silence. The desert strips away distractions, revealing what truly matters: life, water, and the strength to endure. You'll leave with more than photos, you'll gain confidence, perspective, and a deep respect for nature. Death Valley doesn't ask to be conquered, just respected. In return, it offers adventure, wonder, and memories that last a lifetime. Go prepared, go with respect, and let the spirit of exploration guide you. Be safe and live your adventure.